So.
Oh, you been recording the sessions?
Yeah, I recorded the sessions that we've been doing. I recorded your hills yesterday. So y'all be able to go back and review. So the next level is the intelligence of the mind. When you make something your own, you're able to speak on it. So when I get done talking with y'all about money, I know it's yours. When you are able to go beyond the definition that I gave you. When the definition rings with you and you're able to get up and you're able to talk about it. Now the highest level is very interesting because it took me a while to even understand it. But in ancient Kemet, or what is known as ancient Egypt, they used to have a process called mummification. Y'all familiar with it? In the mummification process, what you find is that they will go through and they will take out all the organs. Take out all the organs, dry the body out. And they will put certain organs in certain jars. But it was only one organ that they left in the body after they dried it out. Anybody know what it was?
Heart.
Heart. They took the brain out through the nose. They would stick a needle up through your nose, puncture your brain, and pull it out through your nose and throw the brain away. Because for the ancient Egyptians, they never believed that intelligence rested in the brain. They believed that intelligence, the highest intelligence, rests in the heart. So the highest level of intelligence is intelligence of the heart. This is where you transcend all of the information that you have been given. This is when you are able, you no longer need to have it memorized. You walk. People see you and they can see it on you. You have become the information. So when we talk about these principles, this is something that we need to work on becoming. These are tools that we use in our life. These are our weapons on the battlefield of life. So when we're talking about faith, we're talking about a deeper knowing. We're talking about a whole nother level of knowing. Now, another piece, before I go any deeper, there are 5 parts of the human being. We have the mental.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Before you mentioned 3.
3, right.
But you said from the beginning before.
Yeah.
That was 3.
3 levels of learning. 3 levels of learning. 3 levels of learning, 5 parts of the human being. IMESP. I'm ESP. Those that remember those movies when we used to talk about ESP when we was younger?
Correct.
I am ESP. Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. Those are the qualities of a human being. Faith is into the intuition because you know things without knowing.
What's the thing?
Huh?
Is that the 5 part?
IMESP. Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. All right. Mine is faith. Faith is a deep knowing, and this is the foundation of all the other elements. We build everything else up on top of that. We got to know and we have to believe in what we're doing. All right? What's the next one up from there?
Next one.
Yeah. Kuumba. What is it? What is that? He said being able to see something that someone else can't. What else?
Thinking out, thinking outside the box and like doing something different that nobody else did, and people be like, wow, you know, they see you different because now they see you not talking about it and you showing.
Okay. Go ahead.
When I think of Kumba and read creativity, I think of entrepreneurship.
Okay.
People that like to do things for themselves tend to be creative.
Okay. Anybody else? Creativity.
Speaking things into existence.
Speaking things into existence. Anything else?
The power of using your imagination.
The power of using your imagination. This is the one principle out of all of these that show your similarities and your connection to your higher power by whatever name you call it. This is one thing that human beings have over all the other animals in the animal kingdom.
It happens to be number 6.
It happens to be number 6.
Which means
Family.
it's the number 6 represents
It's
family.
also the day that God created man. It's on the 6th day.
Right.
Wow. That was good. Caught me on that.
Brother playing, ain't he? Brother playing, ain't he?
Turned down for what?
Huh?
They turned down.
Creativity. So now, this is the truth. Now, this is also, like you said, this is the house of imagination. Imagination is one of the things that we really have to dust off and really look at, because this is what basically shapes and forms our realities and our views of reality, which are the masks that we put on. The way we see the world is mainly created by us or for us. When you start learning to take control of your creativity, you start learning to shape your life. So, because I want y'all to think a little bit farther than, because it's beautiful to think about what you can do for the world with your imagination. What's even more powerful and even more deadly to this world is when you start being creative with your life. How do you see your life? How can you create a better life for yourself? Knowing that when you create a better life for yourself, you create a better life for who?
Everyone.
Family and everyone else. Because it ripples out from you. Go ahead.
For you young brothers, there's a constant theme that this man is saying. I don't know if you got it or not, but this is the piece that he's been pushing on you guys, that I did here. It's pushing you to use your creativity. He's been saying you got to read, you got to drill past what it's, because life is full of layers. And so when we read the first layer, oh, okay, I got it, and we move on. What this man is saying is that no, we move on, drill down using your creativity of your mind, read past and see what's going on deeper. You understand what I'm saying? If you remember what he's been saying to you, that's exactly what he's been. Am I wrong, sir?
Yes, sir.
No,
You're
I am
right.
wrong. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. All right. Because I said we're going to be similar. Like I said, I got what? Total 4 days, maybe 5 days with y'all. Totally. Because it's like y'all get pulled in so many different directions. I want y'all really to experience the camp. And I don't want to sit around here and just bore y'all with conversation. So I only got so much time to get y'all to really start thinking, because this process is very powerful. And one, we spark this principle. You got it. If I can actually get this grained into your heart, this is the principle that connects you with God more than any other. This is the principle that you will need to start using when you start looking at the stuff that's coming at you when you walk in. Think about this. If I control how you think, I control your reality. If I restrict you from being able to create your own vision of your life, I control your life. Right? And better yet, if I can not only restrict your creativity for you, but get you to start using your creativity for me, it'll always keep me on top. Isn't that what's been happening to us here? All right. So I need y'all to open your minds up a little bit, and we're going to do practice a little bit of symbol literacy. That's my big piece, symbol literacy. This dude right here is an old black dude by the name of Aesop. You ever heard of him? Aesop. Book is over 2,500 years old. Aesop is legendary because he had created all of these fables. And these fables have been used throughout history. He was said to be, his name Aesop comes from Ethiopia, which means Ethiopia. So there's a bunch of arguments of whether or not he was black or what. Europeans want to claim anybody that can that has done anything good. But Aesop was African, and he was enslaved in Greece, and he won his freedom not through fighting. He won his freedom through his wisdom, because he was so busy teaching people. He was so busy creating, using his kuumba, that people just basically let him go. I can't even hold you. You too damn smart. I gotta let you go. You know what I'm saying? So he got his freedom through the use of his major weapon, his mouth. Right? Now, the story goes that Aesop became friends with a king, and this king was very powerful. And he was sitting around with Greek philosophers, and Aesop outdid them all by telling these little simple fables. Right? So the king looked at him and said, "You're going to be my ambassador." So he decided to send him to this place called it was the major place for oracles at the time of Greece, Delphi. He sent Aesop to Delphi. Y'all hear the name if y'all once y'all start studying. He sent him to Delphi because Delphi was famous because they had these priestesses who were supposed to be able to predict the future. They were oracles. You go to everybody went to these oracles. And Aesop's mission was to take a large load of gold and distribute it to the citizens of Delphi. So he's traveling to Delphi. He gets into Delphi, this legendary city of greatness, and this legendary city of people who live in honor. And he started noticing as he entered the city that people were stealing. He noticed that people were lying. He noticed that people were dishonest. And he decided that he would not distribute it. He said, "I'd be doing a disservice to the person who sent me here if I gave you a bunch of vagabonds and thieves and liars and con men. So I'm going to take the gold back." He's still on his principle. So these white folks took him out and hung him. But that's the long story short. Now, this is an Aesop fable. I want you to use your creativity. I want you to look into the fable and tell me, one, what the fable sound like, because I just ended up on this yesterday. Actually today. I did this one today. This is the one I was scheduled to do today. Pastor Corey did what he did yesterday, and I was looking at this. I said, man, the universe knows what it's doing. I want you to listen to this. I want you to break down this folktale for yourself. And I want us to share this wisdom. I want you to tell me what you get out of it. The name of the story is Two Dogs. A man had two dogs, a hound trained to assist him in his sports, and a house dog taught to watch the house. When he returned home after a good day's sport, he always gave the house dog a large share of the spoils. The hound, feeling much aggrieved at this, reproached his companion, saying, "It is very hard to have all this labor while you, who do nothing, assist in the chase, luxuriant on the fruits of my exertion." The house dog replied, "Do not blame me, my friend, but find fault with the master, who has not taught me to labor, but to depend for subsistence on the labors of others." Did y'all hear that? What's the lesson in the story?
That story, or what I heard out
Yeah, what you got?
it's very hard to do all this labor.
Very hard to do all this labor. Go ahead. Anybody else? You want me to pass around? That you can read it for yourself. It's real short. Some people can hear and learn. Others might need to see it. It's called The Two Dogs. Read it out loud. Everybody, sit around, everybody read it out loud for yourself. So everybody read it.
Man had two dogs. A hound trying to assist him in sports, and a house dog taught to watch the house. When he returned home after a good day's sport, he always gave the house dog a large share of his spoil. The hound feeling much aggrieved at this,
You whispering, man.
I did.
A man had two dogs, a hound, trained. A man had two dogs, a hound trained to assist him in sports, and a house dog taught to watch the house. When he returned home after a good day's sport, he always gave the house dog a large share of his spoil. The hound, feeling much aggrieved at this, reapproached his companion, saying, "It is very hard to have all this labor, while you, who do not assist in the chase, luxuriate, right?
Right.
On the fruits of my exertions." The house dog replied, "Do not blame me, my friend, but find fault with the master, who has not taught me to labor, but to depend for substances on labors of others. Children are not to be blamed for the faults of the parents."
AJ.
Wake up,
AJ.
it's your turn.
See.
Have traded to assist in his sports, and the house dog talked to him house. He returned home after a good day's sport. He always gave the house dog a large share of his sport. The hound, feeling much aggrieved at this, approached his companion and saying, "It is very hard to have all this labor, while you, who do not assist in the chase, luxuriate on the fruits of my exertions." The house dog replied, "Do not blame me, my friend, for find fault with the master who has not taught me to labor, but to depend for substance in the labor of others."
The man had two dogs. The hound trained to assist him in his sports, and the house dog taught to watch the house. When he returned home after a good day's sport, he always gave the house dog a large share of his spoil. The hound, feeling much aggrieved at this, reproached his companion, saying, "It is very hard to have all this labor, while you, who do not assist in the chase, luxuriate on the fruits of my exertions." The house dog replied, "Do not blame me, my friend, but find fault with the master who is not taught me to labor, but to depend for substance on the labor of others."
A man had two house dogs. A man had two house dogs. A man had two dogs. A hound trained to assist him in his sports, and a house dog taught to watch the house. When he returned home after a good day's sport, he always gave the house dog a large share of his sport. The hound felt much agreed to this. Reproach his companions, saying, "It is very hard to have all this labor. Who do not assist in the case,
Chase.
chase with
Spell the word.
LUFUR,
Luxuriate.
luxuriate,
Yeah, luxuriate.
luxuriate on the exertion. My exertion, the house dog replied, "Do not blame me, my friend, but found part of it the master who has not taught me to labor, but to depend for substance on the labor of others. Children are not to be blamed for
had two dogs. A hound trained to assist in his sport, and a house dog taught to watch the house. When he returned home after a good day of sport, he always gave the house dog a large share of his sport. The dog feeling much aggravated as he reproached his companion, saying, "It is hard to have all this labor, while you, who do not assist in the chase, luxuriate on the fruits of my labor." The house dog replied, "Do not blame me, my friend, but find fault with the master, who has taught not me to labor, but to depend on the substance of labors of others."
The man had two dogs. A hound turned to assist him in his sport, and a house dog taught to watch the house. When he returned home after a good day's sport, he always gave the house dog a large share of his. The hound feeling much agreed at this approach to the companion, saying it is very hard to have all this labor, while who do not assist in chase luxuriate on the fruit of my exertion. The house dog replied, "Do not blame me, my friend, but find fault with the master, who has not taught me to labor, but to defend the subsistence on labor of others."
A man had two dogs, a hound trained to assist him in his sports, and a house dog taught to watch the house. When he returned home after a good day's sport, he always gave the house dog a large share of his spoil. The hound, feeling much aggrieved at this, reproached his companion, saying, "It is very hard to have all this labor, while you, who do not assist in the chase, luxuriate on the fruits of my exertions." The house dog replied, "Do not blame me, my friend, but find fault with the master, who has not taught me to labor, but to depend for subsistence on the labor of others. Children are not to be blamed for the faults of their parents."
Question. What is the story about? Anyway, what is the story about? Give me the characters of the story.
The house dog.
And the master. Sound familiar?
This reminds me of the story from Yahya, where we was talking about the two brothers and the father.
Right.
And it's basically the same thing.
Basically the same story.
It's
Go ahead.
it's basically saying like the house dog is basically telling the hound, I guess you can use the symbolism and say it's his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, don't be mad because father wants me to do a certain way or treats me a certain way, which would be to watch over the house and not really exert much energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the hound is really outside, really working. The hound is in the house, like the house. I'm picturing in my head a house with the watchdog inside,
Right.
and the hound watching the house, watching over the house, which would be the prized possession.
Right.
And he, I guess, if anybody attempts to come to the house, the hound is already on it.
Right.
So the dog on the inside really never has any issues or problems, but all the problems will rely on the brother outside.
All right. Now, I want y'all to think about this. This is original TV. These stories were not kid stories. These were stories to teach adults how to deal with adults and were passed down to children from the adults. These were lessons. This was school. Before there was college manuscripts, the first books that was in all of the advanced places of education was the Aesop Fables. Now, you didn't have pictures, but you had to use your imagination. If you close your eyes and you listen to the story, you can see what's going on. Now, let me ask you a question. Who was the dog? When you're listening to the story, who was the dog? Okay. We know a hound is in there. We know another dog is in there. We know the master is in there. Who is this story? Who is this story about? Is it? Huh? Mm-hmm.
It's like, kids come to school, they do this, and the parent gets called, why is this going on? Why is this going on? The parent is like, it's a blank. It turns into a blank, and your parent is saying, well, you need to keep my child in check. But the teacher is saying, it starts at home. So, the dog says, don't blame me for what master has, what master didn't teach you. That it bring it out like that. Like we go through that today. Like you said, this is over 200 years old.
No, 2000. This book is older. This is one of the oldest. This is one of the first books.
So we still go through this today. Like it's a blame game. Who to blame? Like both of the dogs are blaming each other, but the master is the one that should be truly blamed for real. Like because of what he's teaching the dogs. Like he's like even going back to personality. Like he's grooming their personality to say this is what you're gonna do. Like he's giving them a purpose instead of them.
You getting it, brother. You getting it, man.
This is called aha. You know what I'm saying? Because you about to go. You about to plunge to where I want to get you. Who is this story about? You said it's about society, and he brought it all the way back to school. But let's take it far. Who is this story about?
It's about a family. It's about parents with their children. A lot of times, responsibility falls on the oldest to go out and do certain things for the house, and they come back, and then we go to the grocery store. I'm carrying all the groceries and whatnot. And the first thing Mom does is she gives the treat to my little brother or my little sister. I'm like, but I was doing all this work.
It's about the federal government in our country. You have those people who are the haves. Why are you helping out those ex-felons? They're getting their just due. They shouldn't have anything. And why should I have to pay all these taxes for the programs to take care of it?
So he said family, he said school, you said federal government. Who is this story
I
about?
think it's about leadership.
It's about leadership. Go ahead.
The reason why I say that is because the story of yesterday and today is all based off leadership. Because the older brother or the eldest brother is always in the role of leadership. Regardless of what story we've been reading, it's always been about, I just been vision of leadership.
Go ahead. What else is it about? Because I need y'all to say it. I can't say it. Well, who is this story? What is this story about? Bring it home. Because when you bring it home, you're going to have a deeper understanding of life. You're going to have a deeper understanding of yourself. You'll never read the scriptures again the same way. You'll never watch a movie again the same way. Who is this damn story about?
I think about
Okay. The field Negroes and the house Negroes.
Separate.
Bring it on. You getting it now? Look, because I need y'all to see what's going on here. Now, because we was on principles, we got on stories. I'm gonna find a way to connect it. Trust me. But the piece I need y'all to get is I need you to become symbol literate. Who was the story about?
Story. How we continue to let them find and we continue to put our problems situations on other people.
Okay, so you saying you taking it to white supremacy? So he even got a mental construct of humanity. This story is about school. This story is about slavery. This story is about the federal government. This story is about family. This story is about leadership. Mankind is about life. What else? The people. Say who? You want to say what? Say it, please. What? In what you do. Faith in what you do. So who is the story about? What? Who? Who is the master in this story? Make it more personal. Who the master in the story? Who's the dog in the story? Who's the hound that does all the hunting in this story? Because I want you to bring it home. So we already identified the master. Who's the dog? Bring it home. See, because I need y'all. Bring it home. The story's about who? Huh? Even deeper than Simba. Yeah, it's about Simba because we can see a lot of stuff with Simba in this story too. But overall, who the hound? We identified the master. He said the master is us. Who's the hound? Because, huh?
I want to change.
Our children?
Huh? It's us. Who is the other dog?
Us.
Who is the house that the hound is protecting? Who is the game that the dog caught? Whenever we read stories, we got to understand that we are the major character in the story. That's why it's hard for us to get the lesson. The story is about us. But we can expand it to talk about slavery. We can expand it to talk about school. We can expand it to talk about the federal government. We can expand it to talk about the family. We can expand it to talk about our leadership. We can expand it to talk about white supremacy, but it starts with us.
The different points in time, you are those different characters.
Our elders were so wise that our science is hidden in our myths and our fables. These stories, these proverbs, we say these stories and we say these proverbs in our circle because they are layered. You ever seen an onion? You ever tried to peel an onion? You pull back the front skin, then there's more skin, then there's more skin, and it gets in. These stories are layered because right now, at 13, at 14, at 16, you're going to read this story and get a whole different lesson. At 25, you're going to read this story and get a whole nother lesson from it. It's layered. And it delivers to us what we need when we need it. Those of you that read your scripture, you might read one scripture one way, but then when you're in another situation, you pick it up and you read it, a whole nother message comes to you. Our ancestors, our science is so deep that we cover it up with hounds and masters and prodigal sons. And, huh?
What is what?
Our ancestors' wisdom, their science is so deep that we can use simple things to throw out deep concepts that cover every aspect of human life to the highest level.
And I think our people are the most creative people in the world. The music, dancing, everything we think of, it's always creativity.
But we forgot how to use it. We forgot how to bring it home. Because I'm looking at a story, and I'm looking at the story. I'm watching a movie. Do you know that every major epic movie follows the line that we have set through our time? The hero's journey was created by us. Every hero follows the same path. And every rites of passage process follows that process. And every movie that has made billions of dollars follow that process. Every last one. Every last one. And it comes from you. They're making billions of dollars off of stuff that we left billions of years ago. They come out of tales like this to improve their lives. And we forgot it. It's just children's fables now. Just children's fables. We overlook it. It's too simple. It's too simple, right? I want you to think about this. In the story of Solomon, what did Solomon choose when he had a choice to pick anything in the world? Yeah. Those of you that see your scripture. What was Solomon when Solomon had an opportunity to make a wish and get whatever he wanted? What was it? Wisdom. He didn't ask for gold. He didn't ask for diamonds. He didn't ask for rims. He didn't ask for the hottest chicks in Israel and all throughout the land. He didn't ask to be able to party every night. He asked for wisdom. And through wisdom, he got all of it. Deeper understanding, a deeper look, being able to harness his creativity. Wisdom. So when we look at these principles, we're looking at something totally a lot deeper than a lot of us understand. Purpose. There's enough stuff on the internet for you to really understand purpose. This is your aim. Most of us, y'all, like I said before, most of us live our life on accident. You're not living on purpose. Take charge of your life. This is what this is about. What's this one? John. What's the John? Cooperative economics. Yes, I will. If I can spell it right. Cooperative economics. All right. First off, you know what cooperative means, right? Now, first, remember I told you the 5 parts of the human being. Somebody please tell me. What's the 5 parts of the human being? All these principles I'm talking about start with you first. Right? You got to get all 5 parts of yourself to work on these before you can manifest them truly in the world. So when we talk about cooperative economics, we're not talking about getting resources outside ourselves. We're talking about working with the resources inside ourselves. Right? So we got to get our intuition, our mind, our emotions, our spirit, and our body to work as one in order for us to manifest what we need in our life. So we know cooperate means for things to work together. So we got to teach ourselves how to work within ourselves, get everything working together. But what's economics? Has anybody seen it?
Money flow, cash flow.
Cash.
Economics would be a growth.
It's a cash flow.
I think economics
Money.
would
Business. Go ahead.
I think about it. What he said, but I think about it in history.
Huh?
History.
History. Okay. Economics.
You got to think about it.
What's the economy? Commerce. Commerce comes from trade. What do we trade? Goods. Goods. What type of goods? Like, okay. So, how do you get these goods?
exchange.
Huh? Exchanging, but before they exchange, they have to be put in.
You got to be grown, behind, forward.
Like inducing amongst each other, sharing goods.
Now, see, we use these terms. What's in them? Gentlemen, economics is not about money. Money is an illusion. We out here killing each other for illusion. This goes back to faith, man. Look. Check this out. We can take $1 bill out of our pocket. My pocket. If we really look at this, you know what empowers us. Because you know this is nothing but copy. It's not empirical no more. It's not copy. What empowers this? But what empowers the government to empower this? Because I can go to any store almost in the world and I can give them this dollar and they will exchange goods and services for this dollar. What gives this dollar power? Huh? He said the people that grow cotton. But what's credibility? Huh? What you can get with it. I'm gonna hand kick your hand. Go ahead. Do y'all understand? When you pull a dollar out, you are exchanging your faith. You are exchanging faith. That dollar, that I'm gonna kick his ass.
He bold though. He bold though.
That dollar is based on the American people's belief in it and everybody else's belief.
So we give it power. The people give it power.
So now we're getting here. So when we talk about economics, economics is the science of resources. But I need you to get to what is the root of the resources. Because, gentlemen, I'm telling you, look, now, y'all got a picture of how to look at things. I'm going to take it a little bit deeper. When you understand how to control your economy, what is your economy? What is the basis of your economy? And I'm going to take it all the way back to here. When you go to work, what am I buying from you? Huh? Ultimate resources. This is what I'm exchanging. This is the basis of economies all over the world. When I can get you to give me your time, and I can direct that time and get you to do something, I am in control of the economy. I am in control. Gentlemen, y'all thinking about money. Y'all thinking about diamonds. Y'all thinking about gold. We talking about cotton. We talking about land. It's only the time that man puts into something that makes it valuable.
I think the reason why a lot of us think that economics is like money because it's a saying that dollars and cents make the world go round.
Yeah, that's a saying. But that's what you've been
At
told.
the same time, you can't have a lot of things you can't have without.
Right.
So they make it so that people worship money because they need it. I guess that people feel like they need it for life.
That's the key element that you said. Somebody else makes it that money makes it go. Makes it
The
operate.
people made it a foundation.
Go ahead.
Can I share this in my community?
Go ahead.
Make a connection.
Go ahead.
My community is extremely marginalized. Very poor education, a bunch of vacant abandoned houses, a lot of crime, right? But based on my faith, I'm restructuring the community, and I'm going to be building some new houses. I'm going to have a fish farm. I already have a garden. I'm already empowering the school, the elementary school. I'm already having an impact on the justice system to reduce the crime. But I have to start with my faith. But I use my creativity of being an architect and a businessman and a minister to begin to help these things happen. But I'm banking on the fact that folks believe in me that what I say is true. And so they give me their resources so I can empower my community, which is time. So I talk like I already have a fish farm, but the fish farm is not there yet. But the reason why I'm doing the fish farm is so that my community can start eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like my children, which are in the elementary school, are properly educated and they got the resources that they have, but that's not in place yet. But I'm basing that on the lowest level, which is faith. But I use my creativity to bring the resources together, even though it's not my resources. I don't have nothing in my hand. I'm going to get what Johnny's got. I'm going to get what Malcolm's got. I'm going to get what Hakeem has. And I'm going to talk to them and say, I need what y'all have so I can empower my community. And then when I tell my story, and they say, oh, Pastor, you're doing what? Can I help you do that? Now I have cooperative economics.
outside of us. You was about to say something.
I'm saying now I see why you say everything is based on faith, because without faith, none of the other elements or other things can work.
It's going to work. And it's being used against us because, like you said, they make things we have to be able to exchange.
Especially amongst each other. That's the most important thing. With your people. That's why I think cooperative is added, because you got to cooperate with people around you. And the more you build, like they say in business, the more clientele you build, the bigger your business becomes. So the more we work together in our economics, the better we grow as a people.
If we understand what is the basis of economics. As long as we have faith in the dollar, because look, this is going to happen. This is going to blow some people's mind. Y'all can get out, you're going to start accumulating a lot of money. And just when you think it could get no better, the absolute worst thing possible can happen. The dollar collapses. Let me tell y'all a story about my grandfather. Or that changed currency. Do you realize that all it takes is an act of Congress to say, the dollar is no longer worth this amount. You need to turn in all your dollars to get this new thing that we're using, this new medium of exchange. Instead of it being green, we're going to make it pink. And in order to get one of these, you got to give me 10 of those. So now your wealth collapses. Now, this is my story. My grandfather, when I was young, made $40,000 a year. Yeah, when I was little, $40,000 a year allowed my grandfather to pay his house off. He didn't like his neighbors next door, so he bought the house next door. He tore it down. He built and extended his driveway. He built a garage up on top of that, right? He took trips with my grandmother to Florida every other year, right? Bought himself a van, bought himself a motorcycle, took piano lessons, and $40,000 a year. When my mother was broke, he made sure that she was able to take care of her and his other kids. We talking $40,000 a year. All right, y'all with me? 1973 to 1980. He's doing all this on that income. Then every other year he would buy himself a new car, and then the next year he would buy my grandmother another car. All right. So let's look at it. $40,000. So I'm looking, and I grow up, I go to college. I come out of college, and finally I get somewhere, and I'm making $45,000 a year. 2014, 1973 to 1980. We in 2014. I make more money than my grandfather was making in his life. Do I have a house? Can I take trips? Can I get a motorcycle and own it? Can I get a car every other year? This point hit me real hard one day. I like silver. And an ounce of silver right now is about $21. Huh? For 1 ounce. 1 ounce of silver. 80% silver is like $18. 18% when you go and get you a silver dollar, which is about 80%. So this is 80% silver. Let's say right there. So I remember I was talking to my grandfather one day. He said, when I was young, I would get $1 and I would be able to put gas in my car. I would be able to get some liquor, and I would be able to kick it for the weekend. What? So I was thinking, I want y'all to really think about this. So I go and I buy a silver dollar. I carry a silver dollar with me everywhere I go. So the reason I won't get to the reason, but keep a silver dollar with me. Pass around 1922 silver dollar. You put that in your pocket, man. I'm gonna wait for 1922 silver dollar, 80% silver. Right? 1 ounce. That's the dollar they was giving out when my grandfather was young. That's the dollar that was still around, probably around 1973. So I said, man, the value of the dollar has dropped. So at one point in time, an individual, and you old enough to remember this, you go with a dollar. You used to probably be able to get a gallon of gas, maybe some bread, something else. Might even have a few dimes left.
2014?
Huh? No, not 2014. I got this in the wrong spot. I'm just trying to say this. Get a gallon of bread and this, right? So now this is a dollar from the 80s. We're talking economics. This is a dollar from 1922. You used to be able to buy a gallon and at least a loaf of bread with that. With a dollar. Gallon of gas. It's over with now. You would think, right? Now, let's do the math, gentlemen. I need you to do the math. I need you to think deeper. This dollar from 1922, which is 80% silver, is worth $18. That dollar, if I went to the store right now to spend it, how much value would they give me for it? $1, because that is a United States $1. But the material that this dollar is made from is worth $18, because the American dollar used to be based on gold and silver. Now, bringing it back home. Let's bring it home. How much is a gallon of gas? My fault. And a pack of cigarettes. Now, I'm trying to keep it real with y'all. So I get a gallon of gas, bread, a loaf of bread, and a pack of cigarettes. How much is that? So the dollar's value, in a sense, has dropped, but the price of stuff hasn't gone up. A gallon of gas is still the same price that it was. It's still the same value. The only thing that happened is that our dollar has lost value. In your lifetime, our dollar has lost value. Why? Because less and less people around the world are banking their on our dollar. Gentlemen, this principle, if it keeps economies afloat, what can it do in your life? Tell me. The dollar is backed by your faith in it. If your faith got the dollar working all over the world, what can faith in your life do? What faith in your birth? If you just look at all these principles, which one of these principles won't you be able to make a come up on? That's how we say it, right? Y'all change the language now. Ain't come up on. What can you do? That's why we stress these principles, not because it sounds moving more to cool chaka little G majama near cool the money. No. These are life-changing principles. When you understand economies and you're able to cooperate, like we said, you go into this community and I have a dime and build up something. We have individuals that are building mega churches on nothing but this. We're talking about millions, and in some cases tens of millions of dollars flowing in and out of our community right now because people believe. We can't even get a campground. You know why? Nobody believes. We don't move in faith. We don't know.
So there's the scripture that says, without faith, it's impossible to please.
Give me my dollar. Where my dollar? Y'all pass my dollar around. What?
What dollar?
It's still a dollar, right?
What dollar? I ain't got no dollar.
Where the silver dollar go?
I ain't got no dollar.
What dollar you talking about?
Who got my silver dollar? Ian, you ain't got my silver dollar. They pass you. You got my other dollar.
That's my dollar.
Okay, but you
go, man.
Let's move. Let's finish this. That's the last time I use that for an example. So cooperative economics. But remember, gentlemen, the power of these principles work from the inside out. From the inside out. Inside you. All these principles are no good if you are not exercising within yourself. If you're not bringing that balance between that intuition, that mental, that emotional, that spiritual, and that physical parts that make up you, AJ, it don't work. You got to bring them together. Go ahead.
What I'm hearing you saying, when you learn these principles, you usually learn them from the top down. Right? What he's saying to us, you need to learn them from the bottom up.
That's why I wrote my book. Foundation.
You gotta learn them, not memorize them. You have to make them a part of your life. Practice them out. And that has to start from the bottom up. We've been taught to memorize them from the top down. But if you want to live them, you need to live them from the bottom up. And you should be able to recite. And so trying to use wisdom, I'm new here. I'm thinking, well, if I'm going to be coming before the board of elders or whatever, something like that about the manual, and they may pop me a quiz and tell me, all right, Pastor Brown, run off the 7 principles. I could easily go, but I want to be able to say, bottom up. Then I know. Then I know. I don't prove nothing to them. I know it. They're part of me.
Was anybody in the push-up competition when I was yelling at my son? Anybody know what I asked my son when I said, "Who you competing against, Clay?"
Yourself.
There's nobody else. It's only you. We are an extension of one human. When you prove it to yourself, all the other stuff is academic. It's window dressing. You know the dude Taiwan yesterday? The director Russell, right? He didn't even give you all his story in the piece. And I won't share it now because we're recording it, but because I'm going to allow him to do it. But the story is so incredible about where he is right now and how he got there that this has to work. It has to work. The reason it ain't working for us right now is because we're not utilizing it. We're memorizing it. We are at the memorization phase, gentlemen, and monkeys memorize. Horses memorize. Parrots memorize. You are men. You are men. It's this system, it's a system similar to this that move blocks to build pyramids and monuments that people can't even duplicate today. It wasn't their skill. It wasn't them sitting down and being able to solve equations. Solving equations ain't never did nothing for nobody. It's people that get out there and do the work. So they call them master masons. The master mason can look at a block and know that it's not level. He don't need the tool. He can look at it and he knows that it's not right. You ever notice? See, this is one piece that we miss in our community. Don't master it. I put on my post one time, I said, look, either you could be the master of one thing, or you could be a jack of all trades and work for somebody who has mastered one thing. No. What was it? You could have a choice. You could be a jack of all trades and work for somebody else, or be a master of one thing and have all the jacks working for you. Most of us satisfied with being a jack of all trades. What are you trying to have? At 14, you're supposed to be deciding. You're supposed to be deciding. You're supposed to be deciding. You're close to you. You're supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? Mastery is something you can sit around and dream about. Mastery is something you got to get out and do. Go ahead.
Order, instead of trying to be stolen, you're saying we should try to be water.
We should try to be water?
Warriors.
Warriors, that's right. Definition of warrior. Anybody know what definition of warrior is? Definition of a warrior. I want you to understand it. Since we on that. You brought up warrior, right? Go ahead. What is it? Ooh. I like that. Just still itself. But a warrior is one who is experienced or involved in conflict.
That's warrior, right?
That's warrior.
What's war?
War is a conflict. Basically, war is a conflict. So I got a question that I ask all my kids. If a warrior is one who is experienced and involved in conflict, can a mathematician be a warrior?
Yes.
Where's the conflict?
Problem.
Can a farmer be a warrior? Is a farmer a warrior? Are they all warriors? Now, a warrior, he knows he's in the conflict. He's there on purpose. Because he knows each conflict makes him what? Huh? We're supposed to be. We're supposed to be. But most of us is dodging the conflicts. When it comes to doing the work at home, come on, dog. Conflict. Conflict is what a warrior sharpens his sword on. But when it comes to conflict, what we do?
Get scared, make excuses about it. Say, this is why I can't do it. This is why I'm nervous. I don't have the resources, or I don't have the things that I need. Without working without money. Putting on the mask to be
Putting on the romance.
the wrong man.
We put on the romance, right? We're not looking at the weapons, and I'm going to say this one time. We're not looking at the true weapons of war. Go ahead.
So what they're saying is, instead of it set up, we kind of work on it. Kind of like we go back to being a soldier.
When you avoid it, yeah. And the excuse you use as a soldier is I'm following orders. I'm following orders. All the people that made changes in the world have been warriors who have been willing to face conflict.
What's the definition of a warrior?
One who is experienced and involved in conflict. That's why you're out there in your hand, in your work, you'll have to look over conflict resolution. All right. So we on collective work and responsibility. We almost done. I don't even hold y'all too much longer. Collective work and responsibility. Collective is the word. What do we have to become collective in first? That's it. 5 fingers are you in order to make them strong.
The 5 things.
IMESPD. Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. When you combine these 5 things, it makes the sword of the warrior. I get myself working as one, work and responsibility. Next one. This is one of my favorites. Self-determination. Make it quick. Huh?
Pushing yourself to be great.
Pushing yourself to be great. The dopest part about this one is that you look at them.
It's operating on the principles that God gave you, the ability to name and call that thing what it's going to be. Find for yourself. Because, as we say, whatever I name, I own.
We didn't become a slave until we accepted the names they gave. You have anybody? Y'all remember? Any of y'all old enough to remember Roots?
Roots.
Yeah. The major scene in Roots that set the whole thing off was at the beginning when he hung him up and he said, "Boy, your name is Toby." That scene was the scene that Kunta Kinte died and Toby, the slave, was born. When I take your name and I define you, nigga, and I define you, boy, and I define you, coon, and I define you with your dumb self, and I define you with your ADHD, and I define you, I don't want to die. Have you ever thought about why when you see individuals fight, the first thing they do before they throw a blow is they try to diss each other? I take away all your humanity. The goal is I'm going to define you, either with my words or my fists. Anybody ever experienced that?
That's how they kick off.
Self-determination gives you the right to find your reality. Gives you the right to name your life.
I apologize. That's what I said in the line. I said, you can call me what you want, but Coochie Chocolate is defending me. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am, so whatever you saying ain't putting a rock on me. You feel me?
I'm not even
responding
responding
on who I am, what I am. All them words you talking just words. You feel me?
Just words.
I know who I am.
Empty and powerless unless you empower them. We got to start speaking truth to ourselves, man. This is why when you get up, exercise in the morning, when you get up to find yourself, whether you use a pledge, whether you have a positive statement, whether you have a poem, you look into your eyes and you define yourself every morning. Speak truth to power.
Or even better yet, every AM.
Every AM.
God is I am.
Every AM. Wow, that's dope.
Now you cannot accuse Ian of stealing because you've been stealing
all week. Hey, you see, you keep that one. AM. Every AM, every AM, you tell yourself, you define yourself, you look in the mirror as you brushing your teeth. Hopefully you're brushing your teeth and washing your face. You are saying, you are affirming who you are every day. You are reminding yourself about your purpose. You are reminding yourself of why you are in existence. You are speaking it into reality. Or you can continue doing what you're doing. Last but not least, unity. When you start from here and you work up into here, this starting with unity is probably one of our problems, because in order for us to start with unity, I got to know myself. And how I'm going to work with somebody else when I don't know who in the world I am. Go ahead.
Trinity is three unified. Trinity is three, E-R-I, unified. The Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, they know who they are. But then when they come together in agreement, that makes up the Trinity. And that's what you're leaving yourself to. No, you're not going to be the Trinity, but if you tap into yourself and find out who you are, you're unified.
So, the next piece is Giame. I think on there it got something about what is Giame? All right? My symbol right here?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Fear nothing but God.
Fear nothing but God, unless God, and the omnipotence of God. All right? Why would we choose that as our symbol? And why would my chapter take that as I stole it. Well, why would my chapter, because I call my chapter Giame chapter. Before anybody had a name, I knew we was about to get named. I smelt it coming. I said, hey, we mighty Giame chapter. Why would this be the first symbol, one of the first African symbols that we introduced our kids?
Because there shouldn't be anything on earth that you should be nervous or scared about. As long as you know who you are, you shouldn't fear anything but God the Creator, because God is what made everything. And if you got God on your side, who could come against you?
You got
So everything we build it to we build it at the top. We have all the tools to not even have to worry about getting nothing for God.
Mm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like if you look at that, it's almost kind of shaped like a building. If you look at that, right? You know what I'm saying? It's almost shaped like a building. So it's going up, and then it's like the Willis Tower, Sears Tower, whatever you want to call it. You got your antennas on the top. That was the whole goal. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing good. Use the symbol. You says the building is building up, and at the top of the building is this. Now, let's go back. We look in the scriptures. They say, according to the Greek, that it was fear God. They mistranslated it. I think the word that they had there was awe. Awe. You have anybody ever been in awe of something? Oh, it's like, I mean, the word awe. It's like something is just so incredible.
Reverence, respect.
Reverence, respect, fear. When we say fear, see, this is what, because this is a whole, this is how Europeans always look at their deities. Fear. We was in awe. We was in awe. Respect.
Tim, it goes back to what you shared earlier this week, man, about the definition of
respect. Look again. And again. Off.
Because what, like, it's that saying, like, okay, bringing these principles into a community or wherever, you know what I'm saying? It's the thought that God wants us to know ourselves, to be creative, with purpose, living our life with purpose, and coming together as a whole, you know, all working together because we all brothers and whatnot. So, I mean, to me, it sounds like a real high message. Like, God wants us all to work together, but also to know ourselves individually because we were all each made uniquely by, you know what I'm saying, with our own special gifts and our own special traits. They even said in the word, like, you got this gift, but y'all all got to work together. And once y'all all work together, well, then you will see how I brought this body of Christ together, and that's the one that's supposed to marry, right? Marry Christ. Like, woo. And then once you see how I brought y'all together, and y'all in unison working together, you can see how the eye is supposed to work with the feet and the hands work with the hands. Everybody got their own mission and their own thing to do. The feet can't do what the hands do. The eyes can't do what the legs do. You know what I'm saying? But once y'all all work together, y'all gonna be able to move some stuff. You know what I'm saying? On some other higher powers.
This unity.
Oh,
This unity
oh,
is about recognizing God in you. In India, they have a thing where they go to each other. Divine in me, recognizing divine in you. Now, how Tim is not speaking to the AJ. Now, how Tim is not speaking or bowing to speak right here.
speaking to that spirit in you.
I'm bowing to the God that's in you. And it's God that's in you, is in me, and is in him, and we recognize that. That's what brings us to unity, because it's our individuality that causes the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because we start thinking that individuality is it. It's not it. So we always got to remember to return back to that all. What does they say here for you?
I mean, just because you recognize the God in you, that don't mean just go running off thinking you can do all things at one by yourself.
That's right.
You still need your brothers.
You still need your brothers. We are building a puzzle, and each of us bring a piece.
Right.
All right. So now,
It's cold.
go ahead.
God. Got to the first and before that to the first level with the gamma. And said, man, we get mad at me, good. When he got to the first level, doing the bike, he said, hey, man, what about here? No, you get out of here.
Man, how y'all going to sleep though? Like real talk, y'all ain't catching the all, y'all ain't seeing what's happening. Like real talk, I mean, I don't mean to get disturbed like that to throw nobody off my bed. Oh, it's like you can't go to sleep on this, bro. We had an all moment. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to like catch on, bro. Like for real.
But so he said, it's cool. Everybody get in
I ain't trying to be. I ain't trying to yell at y'all like that. I'm just saying I'm at all, and I'm trying to be all with y'all. We supposed to come together with this. I was just hoping we was all. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I thought we was all on the same page. I thought we was all.
You ain't tripping. You doing it
because y'all was on that though. Y'all was just conversating with us. I thought we was there. I thought we was all receiving it. I thought the spirit was moving around and y'all was all.
Go ahead, finish your story, John.
So it got to the third level. Down on the boat. Came back. He came back and said, hey man, you need stuff. So it gets to around here and he's on top of the roof. And if down on the airplane, it comes back. Hey man, he said, hey man, get back. We get out of here. We got it. No, I'm good. He drank. He gets to heaven and he say, God, why you didn't say? But you gotta realize, see, when all the people were trying to help, they were using faith. They came from the bottom up. Because when we pick our brothers up, or when we pick anybody else up, or when they were using the resources that they had in order to get him out of that and try to save him. But also, sometimes when God tries to save us and try to lead us the way, we gotta allow God to lead us.
Now, I'm gonna end it on this. When you look at the geometry symbol, when I was in Ghana, I was in there with the symbol. I was in Ghana, I asked about the symbol. I said, well, what is it? Because every symbol has a real life representation. He said it's basically two pieces of a stick that was used for two. I can't remember what he said it was, but in the middle was string. And some you got one piece of string, and the others you got two pieces of string. You got two opposite sides being held together. And I immediately thought, because I've been looking at symbols for a long time, I said, that sounds a whole lot like this symbol right here. My fault. Opposite. Coming together to create reality. When you look out in space, when y'all get time, Google a spiral galaxy and tell me if it looks like this or not. This is a universal symbol for magnificence, and it'll start helping you get that awe, because once you start feeling that awe as you're talking about, once you start feeling it, dude, you're gonna be able to move mountains. Last thing, I know I said last thing before. That's the way I do it. All right. Now, I had a Native American brother that Elder Gaylord hooked me up with. And he once said something to me that turned into a poem, but I lost the poem. But we was riding. Gaylord said, people told me that you was ready for the Sunday. I ain't got no money to go. Gaylord said, there's going to be a ticket waiting for you at the airport. I want you to go to the Sundance, and I want you to bring that energy back to Sunday. Everything fell in line. Go to the airport. I fly from Columbus to New Mexico. We drive from New Mexico to South Dakota. I come from South Dakota and stay 2 days in Chicago. I go from Chicago to our camp. So we got this long drive from New Mexico to South Dakota, and I'm like, me and Brother Albino talking. Albino said something to me. Because as we was going, I'm picking his brain. He said, brother, I think you got to realize in this universe, we are no lower. He said, he described us to a blade of grass. He said, look, we are no lower, we are no higher than a blade of grass in no loyal to its roots than when we talking about God. Because God, we are all God's creatures, so we all have to share this planet. We want to act like we are here, when actually we may not be as big in the universe as you think about it. Because when you really think about the earth, and I told y'all this before, when you think about the earth on the cosmic level, we are smaller than that. Just in our galaxy. In our galaxy, they say it's about 150 billion stars. The Milky Way galaxy. And the earth is a medium-sized star. And we are on the fringes of the Milky Way galaxy, traveling around a galactic center, which is a black hole that is 1,000,000 times bigger than our sun. And our sun is 1,000,000 times bigger than our planet. So really, when it comes down to that, his analogy about not being lower than a blade of grass or higher, no higher than a blade of grass and lower than its roots, may be a little bit of an exaggeration, because we are less than a grain of sand in the total scheme of things. In direct opposite, the combination of opposites, we can look at our smallness, but then let's look at greatness. Gentlemen, I want y'all to understand this. Stop playing with family trees. I want you to start playing with your family pyramid so that you can realize who you are. This is you. Get y'all paper because I need y'all to do your mathematics. We're about to do some math. This is called family pyramid time. So you are right here. And you took, how many parents did it take to make you? 2. How many parents did it take you? And then how many parents did it take to make you? You said 2, right? How many did it take to make your parents? 4.
2.
No.
2 and 2.
2 and 2. Okay. How many did it take to make them? Their parents? 8. Get with it. Get with it. Exponentially. 8. Now we on 4 generations. Took 8 people to make you in 4 generations. Let's go to the 5th generation. So how many did it take to make them? 16. Okay. We on 5th generation. How many did it take to make them?
32.
How many did it take to make them? How many did it take to make them? 128. That's why I said get your math, get your paper. And how many did it take to make the next generation? 256. So I want y'all to feel this. And how many did it take to make that generation? 512. So we on 10 generations. We have 512 people to make little old you. All right? But I want to take it deeper. So we on generation 11. How many did it take to make them? 1,024? Or 12?
24.
All right. How many people did it take to make them? How many did it take to make them? 4,096? How many did it take to make them? We on the 14th generation. Don't guess, do the math. I want you to know the exact number. He got 9,193. We on 15th generation.
How much was that?
How much was it? What was it? 9,192? How many would it take to make them? We on 16th generation.
18,000.
18,000 what?
16 is at 65,530.
You said 65,000?
Yeah, I thought it was 18,000. It's 18,384. Because the last number was 9,192. If you double that up, it's 18,384.
All right, what's the next one?
What was it?
36,000.
Yeah, it's going to be like 36. It's 26,768.
You gotta be 36, not 28.
Yeah.
Next, how many?
36,000.
Next rule. 72,000 some odd, right?
Calculator, just keep hitting times too, man.
Right? Then we had the next one is 100 what?
You got it?
We at 72. We what? What's next? 100 what? We on the 19th generation, 144,000 some odd people, right? What is it?
We're going exponential. By the time you get to the 20th generation, that's 1,048,576.
20 generations is over 1 million people. Now I want you to think about how the universe works. It's over 1 million people. Go ahead. He said, what do you think about the rate of incidence? Because we got, for each generation, let's say 20 or 30, let's say 30 years. So 30 times 20 is 600 years. In 600 years, it took 600 years to come up with you. And it took 1 million people being in the exact right place at the exact right time to create you so that you could be right here, right now.
I used to always think about that. I don't understand.
The point is,
We all get
right.
as well.
Oh, he's off because we still going on. There's only so many people on this planet to think about it. It took 1 million people for each of us to be in existence now. In some form of fashion, somebody in our family had to cross. At least.
Right. That's when people was getting taken from their families though. They didn't even know it.
The point I'm trying to make is this. I hear a lot of people talk about conspiracy theories and the conspiracy of white supremacy and the conspiracy of this. But my creator is the greatest conspiracy maker of all time. Because since the beginning of time, there has been a conspiracy of you. You. Lady, I can't say lady. You gentlemen are the greatest conspiracy of all time. Because I want you to think about this. And all of you know, if you have ever planned anything, something small can always step in and mess it up. But nothing got in the way of you being right here, right now. 1 million, over 1 million people have to be in the proper place at the proper time to make you. For you to be sitting right here today. You are that important to the world. My question is, what are you doing with it? And on top of that, you are the highest point of evolution in your family right now. You are born, your pyramid is built on top of your ancestors. My question to you, another question I have to you, what are you showing the world of your family? And what you come from? Did they waste your time? Last 600 years, the world's been scheming for you to be here. If you're going to waste your money. There's only a moment here. All right. So, gentlemen, didn't mean to take up all your time. Foolishness. I'm going to leave y'all something else to work on. But y'all have to get through your thing. Catch up on your sheets and stuff because you got about 30 minutes left. But this is a proverb. Man, who took the green tab out? No, this ain't it. I'm fine.
So we got 30 minutes left.
Before we move to the next thing. So y'all got time to work on yourself. Oh, man. Somebody lost my page. This is a good proverb I have for you. Fine. Okay, here we go. This is a book called The African Openness to the Tree of Life by this dude by the name of Erskine Peters. And basically what he did, he went through all of the information that you could find about African people and start compiling all proverbs. Because he understands the power of symbolism, how we do stuff, and we got it layered. So he went through and found as many as he could and he put them down from different dishes within our side, from our side of the world. And I'm gonna leave leave with the proverb. I want y'all to sit down and talk with amongst yourself for at least 5 minutes. Then y'all get into and complete your stuff. Page 14. He say, sin is really limitation. Say the knowledge holders. It is unwholeness, separation from the first source, which is full presence of knowledge, power, place, and time. Say the knowledge holders. Y'all got that? Sin is really limitation. Say the knowledge holders. First, who is this about? We are. It is unwholeness, separation from the first source, which is another word for creator, which is full presence of knowledge, power, place, and time. Say the knowledge holders. Think on that for a minute. Discuss it amongst yourselves. I'm done. Y'all have any questions, hit me up. I'll see y'all after the closing ceremony. We'll have a short session. And go ahead.
So we're meeting at 10:30, sir?
Yes, sir. And I will get a agenda early.
The manual that I gave you. Okay. I need that back. Let's take care of that. I thought we were done with you.
Huh? Oh,
I thought we were done.
I can't get a key. Somebody sitting on Mr. Page.
That's the same book that we're looking at.
Yes, sir. I'm about to go to gas.
That bottom.
Get gas. You about to go get gas?
Sorry.
Okay, got it. Don't lose my book.
What book?
You want his hands?
How's your brother doing? Can you get him
I'm not sure. They say it was a feeling where I didn't see him this morning. I'm checking back when we get out of session. Probably been like 16. You know what they call it?
DeAndre?
Have you said that?
He all right?
What's your brother?
I ain't know the brother.
All right, Kevin. That's good. You done with the book, sir? Are you done with the book, sir?
Anybody else want to pass it the book?
Yeah.
Page 14. Bob passed one. So basically, sin is holding us back from receiving full knowledge, power to do things, place, and time. Set us up to be in the right place. Time. Well, I don't understand. Well, that's the part I don't understand. Place and time. What does that have to do with it? I understand knowledge because you may not be exposed to certain things, or you may be exposed by it, but you can't recognize it because you're not in tune with your spirit. At the sometimes, you know what I'm saying, your spirit will reveal things that your natural mind can't comprehend. Right, because you'll situate yourself. Say God tell you to go to the cafeteria, you know what I'm saying? And instead of going to the cafeteria, you go to the chapel. You got this man, man. I appreciate it. That's all.
Yeah.
Brother, these brothers are all. Indeed. You cool? You cool right now?
Hey, yeah, he funny. He said, "Oh no, I can't sleep."
On my soul, well, I couldn't understand it though. I was dumb.
One of the definitions for sin, one of the definitions of sin is missed the mark. Like,
Like in terms of archery.
You want these back there?
So you're separated from the source. And when you're separated, it's like when you take a fish out of water, it doesn't have its life. Take a plant out of the ground, it's limited because it's taken from the source.
It's still a plant, but it's not a plant that can grow or do anything.
What will be the end result?
It's going to die.
What will be the end result for the fish?
It's going to die.
Same imagery.
With us, we are dying
Precisely.
in the eternal life. We
Right.
don't live.
And that's the limitation. No life.
Right. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Right there.
Yeah, we might have missed that one. Hold on.
That's the limitation. No life source. That's the limitation.
What's that?
No,
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Nah, first I was into it, then I got confused.
Yeah.
Probably the best sleep through the whole thing. If I had to head or you.
Do y'all have a problem with it?
We gotta get these back. Last year I did.
What's up?
Under a lot of medication. I almost did, but I kept waking my eyes up and then I blurred my eyes and I was up.
Yeah, I still was in the bathroom, wiping my ass real quick.
What? Bathroom is down the hall over there.
That was deep, though. That's real quick.
I'm about to call him on his phone right now.
That's not your phone.
Yeah.
You go about nature.
Yeah. Did you reach Naiche's phone? Just leave me a message. This thing is going to still be recording until. Chess. Instead of chess.
sir.
You gotta get the chest tournament. I'm thinking. You got open tournament.
That'd be good.
And then we do a dominoes tournament. So I got some dominoes there too.
A domino the other shit.
What's up with dominoes? I didn't have no computer dominoes.
I play dominoes too.
You play dominoes? You play jailhouse dominoes?
I play all dominoes.
Five, something like that?
Like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I play dominoes.
yeah. How? Who's motorcycles?
Ian? I'm gonna run to the gas station for Deshaun because he said he might need to run to the cow to pick up some pictures. You know how to ride, shit? Yeah.
My wife was mad. I used to do things like roll up a hill, drop it down.
I'm running to the gas station. Huh? You want to roll? Come on.
I had to put that roll up a hill, put that thing on the second gear, get it vibrating. To my wife's house.
Yes, it is. Yes, sir. I will see you in a little bit.
I'll be tucked up in here. All right. Me too. I was just thinking right there.
So let's go grab our wallet.
Nah, that's too late, though.
You too far.
I don't want it too far.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be good. I'm gonna find out real quick. Somebody named Kwame's.